Being a child and sort of crawling around the house, I remember these Turkish carpets, and there were these scenes, these battle scenes, these love scenes. I mean, look, this animal is trying to fight back this spear from the soldier. And my mom took these pictures actually last week of our carpets, and I remember this to this day. There was another object, this sort of towering piece of furniture with creatures and gargoyles and nudity and pretty scary stuff when you're a little kid. What I remember today from this is that objects tell stories, so storytelling has been a really strong influence in my work. And then there was another influence. I was a teenager, and at 50 or 60, I guess like all teenagers, we want to just do what we love and what we believe in. And so I took the two things I fused together, the two things I loved the most, which was skiing and windsurfing. There's pretty good escapes from the dread weather in Switzerland. So I created this compilation of the two. I took my skis and I took a board and I put a mouse boots in there and some bootstraps and some metal fins. And here I was sort of going really fast on freezing lakes. It was a really death trap. I mean, it was incredible. It worked incredibly well, but it was really dangerous. And I realized that I had to go to the design school. I mean, look at this graphic there. So I went to design school, and it was the early 90s when I finished, and I saw something extraordinary happening in Silicon Valley. So I wanted to be there, and I saw that the computer was coming into our homes, that it had to change in order to sort of be with us in our homes. And so I got myself a job, and I was working for a consultancy, and we would get into these meetings, and these managers would come in, and they would say, well, what we're going to do here is really important, and they would give the project's code names, mostly from Star Wars, actually, things like C3PO, Yoda, Luke. So in the patient, I would be this young designer in the back of the room, and I would raise my hand, and I would ask questions. I mean, in retrospect, probably stupid questions, but things like, what's this cap lucky for, or what's this non lucky for? That thing, do people really need it? Do they need it? Do they want it in their homes? What I realized then is they didn't really want to change the legacy stuff. They didn't want to change the insides. They were really looking for us designers to create the skins, to sort of put the outside, to create, to put some pretty stuff outside of the box. And I didn't want to be a colorist. It wasn't what I wanted to. I didn't want to be stylist in this way. And then I saw the motto: advertising is the price companies pay for being unoriginal. So I had to start on my own. I moved to San Francisco, and I started a little company, Fuse Project. And what I want to work on is important stuff. And I wanted to really sort of not just work on the skins, but I wanted to work on the entire human experience. And so the first project was sort of humble, but they took technology and maybe made it into things that people would use in a new way, and maybe finding some new functionality. This is a watch we made for Mini Cooper, the color company. Right when it launched, it is the first watch that has a display that switches from horizontal to vertical, and that allows me to sort of check my time here discreetly without bending my elbow.